Hi, I'm Ruth Calicott, and today I have the absolute honor of introducing the wonderful Ellie Bridges Greenfield. When thinking of Ellie, the first picture that pops into my mind is her radiant, never-ending smile. Ellie has the ability to brighten any room with her spunky and unique personality. She is always there to listen and add a funny story to any conversation. From the beginning of my time at St. Mary's, Ellie has always made an effort to talk to me. Not only is she a kind friend, but she is also a hard worker in and outside of the classroom. Her genuine heart shows through everything she does, especially in her dedication and service for the community. Ellie has never failed to make me laugh or smile in the classes we've had together, and her positivity and joy always rub off on others. I can't wait to hear what she has to share with us today, so with that, please give it up for the beautiful Ellie Bridges Greenfield.
I never grasped how strong my Aunt Debbie was until Labor Day last year. I knew she encountered hardships like the rest of us, but I never grasped the severity of it all. I never pieced it together. Until that point, she was Aunt Debbie, the aunt who would let me and my brother spend the night at her house on Fridays, eat as many Doritos and Oreos as our little stomachs could handle, and watch whatever Nickelodeon show was televised that night. Of course, there had to be some sort of system in order to share our Aunt Debbie fairly, so we came up with a rotation in order for each of us to have her undivided attention without the annoying presence of others. She was, and still is, that big of a deal to us. And in all honesty, she was and is one of my best friends. If my grandfather or grandmother couldn't make it to Grandparents' Day, then she would show up. If my mom or dad would have to miss a class presentation in elementary school, then she would show up. Then, on Labor Day weekend, I started to understand all that my naive brain had shut out for the last 17 years. I remember eating with my family at the Varsity in Baton Rouge. As we slowly finished our iced teas and waters and continued to sneak French fries off of each other's plates, we discussed plans for the next time we would come to visit my older brother Bentley at college or when he would come to visit us. My mom went to the bathroom before we began our 6-mile trek back to Memphis, but the moment she left, I heard the buzz of her cell phone and saw several text messages from my cousin Sarah appear on the screen. Everything went silent. My breathing stalled as I tried to understand what I had read. Allison, answer. I think something happened to Philip. Yes, my cousin, Aunt Debbie's son, Philip, had passed away. On the car ride home, I started to finally piece together all that my aunt had endured. At a young age, I heard the words breast cancer and divorce, but I didn't think much about it. These were the grown-ups' problems, and I had faith that they would be able to fix them the way they could fix my problems. My childish problems that could often be solved with a Barbie Band-Aid, or maybe even a smile or hug. I stood naive and blind to what it took for her to endure these adversities, and I stayed blind to it until last year. So what does it take to withstand the loss of a child and a best friend in the same year, as well as breast cancer and divorce? Strength. I found myself asking how she endured every hardship and tribulation, especially as I suffered from my own pain and heartbreak. How could I ever be as strong as her? At the beginning, I just thought that some were born with or granted more strength than others, and while that might be true, I stand by the belief that each of us has the ability to fight through our challenges the way the people we admire most are able to. This is due to the armor that exists within us. Whether some form of shield, helmet, or sword, we carry this protection with us day in and day out. No, this armor is not intended for war, but rather for our darkest and harshest battles. And whether the durability of our armor comes from faith or from a spirit of perseverance and willpower that refuses to be diminished, it will prove to be more reliable than the best iron and steel imaginable. Therefore, when we feel the urge to wave the white flag, the armor remains within us, ready to be worn again. After asking for permission from my aunt to incorporate her in this speech, she admitted part of what compelled her to be so strong. It was all I could do, she disclosed. I had no other choice. Whether you feel this way or not, you possess a strength more vast and mighty than you could ever imagine. So don't turn away from your battles. Don't run. And don't forget your armor. This will get you through the hour that you think is your hour of defeat. It will protect and assist you from the moment your battle starts to take form to when your battle lays to rest. This is inside of you, and it is ready to be worn. Thank you.